What strategies did you first use to market your business?
Good question. There's really four key drivers in a B2B, in all the B2B businesses that I've run. And I'm going to try and list them in order of significance in year one. So in year one, when we were starting out, like one of the biggest, most interesting things is we never had a sales team up until the point that I left, an outbound sales team. Think about the amount of revenue we were making from the agency business alone. It was about 70 million when I left in revenue. And we never had a sales team emailing clients outbound ever, because we had a very clear philosophy. And this goes back to what I said earlier about the thing that I am able to do to teams, is to define a very clear philosophy about how we're going to act as a unit and be very focused on that. Our philosophy, as a lot of you guys will notice when I say this, first and foremost was, which one should I start with? Speaking on stage. In our first year, I think that was causal of like 70% of our revenue. It decayed over time, but speaking on stage, personal branding. I wore a microphone for almost 5 years, literally on my collar. The minute I got to the office, they put it on me. Was making videos online. We used LinkedIn and social media in a way that nobody really else did. We would announce things in a big way on LinkedIn. We built bots and apps so that if my managing director does a post on LinkedIn, it immediately got 30 comments and likes from various members of our company, which boosted the reach. We were just very obsessive about using social media as a new business tool. And then traditional press was okay, probably accounted for about 5% of our revenue. So you get a big piece in like the FT or the Times or the Guardian. And then the last one was, so speaking on stage, personal branding, PR, and there's one more. No, yeah, okay. So I'd say the fourth one was actually social media. So speaking on stage, personal branding of myself and one or two of our other executives, PR, and then I'd say social media. Those were our four channels. And with those, we'd never needed a sales team because our phone rang all the time. And we had an inquiry problem. Our key thing as a business was, how do we filter which of these inquiries are good and which ones are bad? Yeah. And I will never, like if I build a business now, even with Third Web, which is, again, you know, it's an enterprise business. It's basically like enterprise software, but for Web3. The conversation I had yesterday here with the team over Zoom was, we're going to take the same approach, and we're going to be the most aggressive about that approach. We're not going to hire a sales team to knock on doors. You can either in life be a peacock or a magnet, right? So you can be a magnet or a peacock, or you can be a door-to-door salesman. And it's a much nicer existence to be a magnet than it is to be a door-to-door salesman. So if you build a big castle and you advertise yourself well, people will come to you. That's always the approach I've taken and will continue to take.